Well, we are out here at OSW. Feels like it's been forever. Literally only been a month and a half on the way here. I was like, man, it's been like 3-4 months since we drifted. And I was like thinking about the dates. I'm like, definitely a month and a half ago. Feels like way longer. It is very hot today though. But we got the LS Miata out here, so this is a special occasion because one, it's a private day, so there's no spectators or anything, or within the limits and all of that good stuff. But thing number one is I haven't got to drive it in forever. The only time I've driven it, you know, really other than clutch kickers, I haven't driven it much in the past few months. I've been driving the RX-7 2. We're about to make some major changes on it. 6.2 liter engine, new wiring, I mean, we're gonna revamp the whole car mechanically. So this is kind of my last time getting to drive it in its current state before we change it all up, which I'm glad I got an opportunity to drive it again before we tear into it. So that's kind of exciting. But yeah, we got everyone out here. We got Ethan. We got Matt the Ginge. We got Steven. There's much more people here as well, but those are the few that are around me. So well, yeah, we're gonna go out, do some skids. All right, we're going out for our first run in what feels like a long time. And my first run in the Miata, not at clutch kickers in several months. It's been quite a while since I've driven this car other than clutch kickers. And clutch kickers, you know, it's a little bit of practice time and then pretty much straight into competing. So drifting here for fun is like a different experience. So I'm just gonna go out, like get a little warmed up real quick, see how I feel, and then wait for some tandems. Might be low on fuel or something. He was not happy about that. Feels good though, man. It's the first time I've driven this thing in a while. All right, well, it wasn't low enough on fuel for me to think that that was for sure the problem. This has happened before. The car sat for like a month or so, and it kept doing that, it kept breaking up. And then basically I just took it out on the oval and beat the crap out of it, and it cleared right up. So I'm gonna guess that it's something along those lines. My first time wearing my racing shoes while drifting. Got it for the Freedom 500. Definitely seems like it's clearing up. Probably do need to turn my fan temp down though. I have it turned up pretty hot, so it would stay at a good operating temp for clutch kickers. I guess I'll probably leave it until it becomes a problem. All right, Matt's doing a test lap. I want to drive with him. Ethan is having steering issues, so we can't really, well, I think he wants to figure that out before he tandems more, and then Matt is doing a test lap, so I'm just waiting on him. Test lap was a successful lap, I would assume. I haven't driven with Matt, like me, driving this car in a while. I'm a little nervous. I just haven't driven in so long. Feels like it's been forever. 205s. All right, we're going out with Ethan. I'm excited. I like driving with Ethan. He is having those steering issues, so I don't know, you know, how confident he's going to be, but he's a good driver. He's really smooth, fun to follow. I'm switching to my full face helmet because the other one I was getting crap all over my face with open face. That's what I'm talking about. I had to lower my tire pressure. I started at 13 cold, which got up to like 16 hot. Too much on crappy 205s. Water to cool our tires down. When they get hot is when they deteriorate faster. Yeah, it's still leaning out. I'm going to check my fuel pressure regulator, see what our pressure's at idle, and then I don't know, the filter might be clogged. I've had that filter in as long as I've had the car operational, so it's an old filter, could probably use changing, so I've got a new one. When I say it's like since I put the LS in the car, so like a year and a half. So I'm gonna check that as well. I'll show you guys what we figure out. But car feels good otherwise. Nice to drive it again. Still indifferent on power steering. I don't know, man. I was thinking I wanted it, now I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go try to do another run. I checked the filter. It seemed okay. I didn't pull it off because the way my lines are, basically it's just gonna siphon out until I put it back on. And I thought I had another filter element, but I don't. So it's kind of weird. I definitely had one in my bag at some point. I don't know what I did with it. So anyway, we are kind of limited as to what we can do. My guess at the moment is we just got a bunch of water since the car's been sitting in. My jugs of E85 have been sitting. It's crazy how light this Zamp carbon fiber RZ42 is. It's honestly more comfortable than my open face at the moment. All right, well, wish me luck. fuel. It's gonna take a second to prime.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a couple of cycles.
Alright, well I didn't show you guys, but the fuel filter was very dirty. Trying to think which line's going to be easiest to pop off, because that one I can get off, but it's like there's nowhere to pull it out. I probably have to do the back one. A really good follow behind Matt testing it out, and I didn't film it. This helmet is such a game changer. I didn't put any camera mount or anything on it. It's so light. Oh, so much less fatigue to have it on. Yeah, no, it's still leaning out. The fuel filter was really nasty. We cleaned it, but it might be like too far gone and the injectors might have got real nasty inside or something, I don't know. Definitely a bummer. First time driving it like a month and a half and my car doesn't want to work. I could keep driving it. It's naturally aspirated. It's not like a turbo car where leaning out, it's gonna like melt a piston, but it's definitely not good for it, you know, and it is not really worth like messing it up messing up the engine just to drive today, you know. So I don't know. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute, decide what I want to do. Got dirt all over my face. But yeah, I had the best run of the day behind Matt, and I hadn't turned my camera on because I was planning on just going out for a solo lap, but he's like, I'll lead. So anyway, yeah, that's cars sometimes. I think I just need to, since that filter was so dirty, I think I'm gonna need to send the injectors off to Deechworks, have them clean them, because I neglected my fuel filter. And then put a new filter in it as well. But again, this is, you know, most of this stuff's going with the engine into the RX-7. We got new injectors and rails and stuff for this car, and we put the new motor in it. So anyway, enough jibber jabber. By the way, that is what came out of my fuel filter. Yeah, about that. I didn't realize it was that bad. I was brake cleaning and it looked clean, and then there was some sediment coming out, and I didn't realize that. Yeah, anyway, sorry LSW. Could have done it over the drain pan. I was just being impatient trying to see if that was the problem. Yeah, so anyway, it's neglect on my part. Out there ripping, you're not gonna be able to see any of it. You'll be able to see them when they come off track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6 of them, 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, dude. Them boys ripping. All right, it's been a bit of a rough day. Car's already on the trailer, but Sean is gonna let me drive his S15. First, it'll be the first. No, I don't know if I've ever drifted right-hand drive in the States. But it's RB25, big turbo. These cars look so good with the overs. Anyway, I'm excited. I also lost my wallet, and that's a bummer, but at least we'll have some fun before the day's over. Feels weird being on this side at like a drift event. It's been a while. It's fun, man. Turbo S chassis. You get the fun of the flicks of the turbo, and then I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. I'm just excited. That was fun. You get the excitement of driving a turbo car and an S chassis excitement because they both have their own unique excitement. Like a turbo inline 6 S chassis, really just a nice turbo S chassis in general, is one of the most fun cars to drive. Oh, that's fun, man. That's fun. Made it back home with the LS Miata. I never found my wallet. I dug through my truck bed, I looked, I went to the gas station. No such luck, unfortunately. I think when I was putting drinks in the cooler, I set it on the bed rail or something and then just was kind of in a rush and jumped in the truck, took off, and it must have fallen off somewhere or something. I don't know. Unfortunate, but learned my lesson. I've never lost a wallet before. Hopefully I won't lose one again after that. Hard lesson to learn, but anyway, also unfortunate that the car didn't run perfect the whole event, especially because we haven't drifted in a while and normally wouldn't be able to drift for another while with everything that's going on. However, this car has been so dang reliable to me. I've never really had issues. It's never really let me down in that kind of way. You know, obviously there's stuff I've had to fix at the track. For the most part, she takes a lick and keeps on ticking, so I can't be mad at her for letting us down this one time. And as most of you know, we are going to be swapping the 6.2 into this, so I don't really need to fix it, but I would like to have all the issues worked out before I swap the motor into the FC, because, you know, half the purpose of swapping this motor into there is because we know it's a good engine, we know it's ready to rip, we know everything's solid on it, so that way if we do have issues, we know it's something we did with the swap, not something still going on with the engine. So anyway, I'd like to get it taken care of for that, and because we actually have an opportunity to go do some more drifting that I really want to do, and it's going to be really fun. So definitely need to get it sorted. So I'm gonna pull this thing off the trailer and get to work on it. But for now, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you guys for the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Goodbye.